478 FH. Mr. Canavan is here for sentencing. Prosecution and defense was the pre-sentence investigation report timely made available to you?
Yes, Your Honor.
It was, Judge.
Mr. Prysak, you've had the opportunity to read the report and discuss it with your client.
I have, Judge.
Do you have any additions, corrections, or challenges?
I do not, Judge.
Anything that you want to say on his behalf?
Judge, he's employed full-time. He's a forklift, it says forklift driver, but he's actually a forklift mechanic. So it's a little more skilled position in his employment than just a forklift driver. Makes good money. He's been there for 6 years. So we're asking the court to consider suspending his jail time and giving him the opportunity to engage in some counseling to deal with whatever issues that may have caused the offense. He was in an outpatient, but that's been quite a while ago. We're asking the court to consider a referral for mandatory counseling to address the issues, again, as I say, that surround these type of offenses. He's got a couple misdemeanors on his record, 4 misdemeanors, 1 felony. We're asking the court to consider that as a term of sentence. Alternatively, we're asking the court to consider work release so he can continue to keep his job. As I say, it's a skilled position, so that's what we heard his employer agreed to be incarcerated for a 6-month period. So guidelines, I believe, call for straight probation. I don't think there's any minimum jail time here. And the prosecutor's recommendation is within sentencing guidelines. Some of the things that occurred here, and there's a large volume of stuff, but a lot of it just came up. There's no doubt that it was on his computer, and not saying that he was totally just innocent that it occurred, but we're asking the court to address, allow him to address the issues that caused the problem, Judge, so that it doesn't continue and doesn't happen again. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Canavan, have you had the opportunity to read the report and discuss it with Mr. Prysak?
Yes.
Do you have any additions, corrections, or challenges?
No.
Anything that you want to say on your own behalf?
I just want to say that I haven't been in trouble for over 10 years. And I do have a good job that really needs me. I just want you to consider me being able to keep my job because I really need to. My job is well aware of what's going on. I'm letting know about everything.
So here's what brought us here, Mr. Canavan. We originally had an agreement that I rejected because you said that you possessed the images accidentally. We come back, then you say that, well, I possessed it, but basically it was a reckless disregard. You know, you weren't using any internet safety protocols, and all of a sudden you just got stuck with this stuff. And I told you at the time of sentencing that I didn't think that you were being forthright with the court, and I was considering rejecting the agreement at the time of sentencing. Remember all that? So then I read the report, okay? And they're talking about 127 video clips, sexual acts with 4-year-old, 6 years old. I think there was 1-year-old, there's animals involved. I think ultimately there were 2,490 video files, 18,801 total files with video images and still images. Images showing victims were 1 year old and 7 years old. I mean, this is some of the sickest stuff that the court could imagine. And to say that all of that stuff was the result of you seeking regular pornography with a bad internet connection is ridiculous. For you to sit in front of the court and tell the probation agent that this was just accidental, and you didn't know, and you didn't even look at it, and if you looked at that stuff, you'd be sick. It's absolutely ridiculous, given the sheer volume of stuff that you got. So then I compare that to the statement that you gave the probation agent that, let's see if I can get it right here, that you maintained your innocence, not your fault, basically don't know how things moved to the cloud, that you should not have to go to jail, you should not be registered as a sex offender, you should never have been arrested or charged, and basically that the court, the prosecutor, the investigators are trying to make you out to be someone that you're not. So, what do I do with a guy like you? It was pretty clear to the court, loves child pornography, and not just regular child pornography, filthy, disgusting child pornography of the worst kind. And then you're sitting there telling me it's an accident. I never looked at it. I didn't want it. What do I do with a guy like you?
It was all a big misunderstanding.
Maybe I should reject your plea. They can go in and look at all these files, and they can say whether you looked at them, how often you looked at them, whether you accessed them, whether these things were accidental in what you were doing. There's more serious charges that could come out of this. You already got it reduced down to a 4-year offense. The charges could go up. If you're that certain that this is all just a misunderstanding and that you had nothing to do with it, then you absolutely should withdraw your plea. And then let the facts and the evidence prove that the prosecutor can't prove the case beyond a reasonable doubt. Is that what you want to do today? No, sir. Why not?
I'm ready to just get it over with and take what I get out of it. It's been going on for a year now, and my health isn't the greatest now. Just hope you consider letting me keep my job.
Absolutely not. You gotta be kidding. I don't care one bit about your job. Not one bit. Ms. Robinson, any additions, corrections, or challenges?
No, Your Honor.
Anything that you want the court to consider?
Your Honor, we'd ask that the court sentence pursuant to the plea agreement.
The court recognizes that the advisory guidelines would suggest a sentence between 0 and 9 months. The court can exercise my discretion, sentence consistent with the advisory guidelines, consistent with the plea agreement in this case. The sentence in the court, this defendant served 9 months in the Whitewood County Jail. Give him credit for the 1 day that he's already served. He's going to be required to register as a sex offender. He's going to be placed on probation for 5 years. There's a $30 per month probation oversight fee for regular probation, $60 a month for electronic monitoring for tether. There's a $130 crime victims' rights fund fee, $68 state cost assessment fee. And did he post his own bond?
Yes.
All right, we'll take a 10% bond cost. apply that to the fines and costs and assessments. The balance would be returned to Mr. Canavan. Mr. Canavan, you do have the right to make application for your period of conviction sentence. The court attorney, will represent you on appeal. The court lawyer must file the court within 42 days.
The jail sentence, Judge, I'm just,
9 months.